or morning wherever you are. On the west coast of the U.S. here, it's evening, late. It's 11, almost 11 p.m. So today I'm working more on my stock market tool. Let me go over real quick what I've done and what I'm gonna work on tonight. So previously I got this model. Well, I'll just start with where I started. So I started out looking at data. I was getting NASDAQ data. I found this other database, which is linked in the description here. And this guy updates his databases every day. And what else? Oh, it's just better. You can download everything at once. If you're using, you basically need an API to pull data, a database somewhere. And I'm looking for something that's free because I want to make a tool that anyone can use. I don't want to make a tool where it's, you have to pay for something. So this is the best option I found for that. So I switched to his database. I had to do some stuff to clean up the data, account for stock splits, etc. Did that. Did a basic analysis where I'm basically qualitatively looking at stocks. This is different stocks in a sector compared on their fundamentals, quarterly reports, and this is the price performance of the stocks versus the whole sector. The next thing, so this qualitative analysis is cool to look at or whatever, but it's hard to get a real strategy from this. So the next thing was light gradient boosting model, which is really useful for stock data. It handles missing values well. It works really well on time series data, and it's really efficient in arriving at an answer. So I coded that. Once this was working, the best I could do with this though was 51.5% directionally accurate. So if it's picking an up day on all of the stocks, it's 51.5%, right, picking up or down. So I did find some portfolio strategies which worked. This is the main one. And I found that if I'm training it on all the data, here I'm underperforming the SPY. But if I lower, instead of taking the 500 stocks in the universe, if I say, let's just take the 100 lowest volatility, it basically matches the SPY. 20 lowest volatility outperforms the SPY, and the single lowest volatility pick for each day way outperforms the SPY. And so this is looking at the results versus a Sharpe ratio, or the Sharpe ratio as a function of the number of lowest volatility picks we made. And you want above 1. And you can see here that this Sharpe ratio gets above 1, but it's only above 1 if I'm making 1 pick per day. And so then I refined this, tried to threshold it a bit. I did get a Sharpe ratio above 2.5, but I'm not very confident on this. One, because it's the data is going from 2011 to current day, which has basically been a bull market. We haven't had any big market crashes, sustained market crashes, other than in 2022. So the fact that if we go to a bear market, this very well could get hammered. It's just not a robust model. And I decided that I need something more robust. So to do that, I had to reorganize the code base. And this is really why I needed something more flexible, because the way I was doing things, every time I wanted to change how I was getting the universe of stocks, every time I wanted to change how the models trains, and every time I wanted to do a different portfolio strategy, I had to make a new file. This quickly blew up into dozens of files. And if I kept going trying to make the model better, I would have had hundreds of files, and it would have been impossible for me to use it, and it would have been impossible for anyone else to use. So this is what the database did look like. I didn't even commit everything, so it was way more of a mess than this. But you can see it's just a giant mess. No one wants to deal with this, and it's not useful. So I cleaned it up, put it into this repository. And now you see this is a lot cleaner. a lot more useful, and I added some directions on it. So now this is, I'm going to call it done for now. But as I'm, working on the models and stuff, I'm going to be updating the code. But the bulk of the work is done. So if you look over here, what I've got is I wrote classes for filters. I already had clean data, fed this into the stock universe to get a universe of stocks. I created feature and target classes. That was the bulk of the work that I did. You can see that's all in here. So this is a big, huge file, but it contains all features and targets that you could possibly want, or at least this is the list of features and targets that I decided you might want. Sector momentum, I didn't add in. The magenta colored ones I didn't add in because it just wasn't going to work. But oh, and the other really good thing about this is if there's some feature that I didn't account for, you just have to add it to the dictionary with these parameters. 4 parameters, pretty easy. And if you have a special function to calculate it, you need to specify that function, and then you just define the function up here. So that's, this is really flexible. Any new feature I can think of, I can just add it, write a function to get it. And then anything that's in TALib, if there's something I'm missing, we just have to basically add a line there for each function. Well, that was a lot of talking. Let's get down to business. Okay, so the first, I kind of did a first version of the model here in tests. So, this is just the example that's shown here. So first, getting the universe, that's really quick. Creating features and targets, and then training. However, when I train it, I just picked 4 random features to add. And I just want to make sure that the model works. So now, if I train it, oops, I'm in the wrong folder. Tests.py. Oh. Okay, so where's the debugger? That's so I could mess around with stuff, but where's that come in? Oh, I took that test off. And my nightstands are full of open Bibles. I think about more than I forget, but I don't go around fire expecting not to sweat. No, I lay them down, make it big. Alright, let's see how this does. Did I not save? Yeah, I ran the same test again. Be good at it. Fucking right, I got my gun semi-automatic. Yeah. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, this is the downloaded version. Does reason motherfucker blood gangin', I'm in bleed mode. Alright, so let's get that out of here. I was doing that last night to make sure you could just download it and get it to work. And you can. No module named analysis. Did I not? I did install this. Now it just ran and nothing happened. Where the fuck is Kanye when you need him? Snatch a mic from him. Test model. Test underscore model. Oh, it's not on. Set fire to the mic, ignite the crowd. To the game I'm so started with Rockefeller, and I'm not even in my harshest. You can still get roasted because Marsh is not mellow. And on my Monopoly board, and that means I'm on top of my game, and it don't stop till my hip don't hop anymore. Oh, so it's really performing. Yeah, so I think that's why it's performing so well, because I mean, it's not that much data. So 62% directional accuracy. Okay, so I want to know what's the cause of this issue. And see if you can identify any sources of data leakage in the code. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. All around 8th Street, off-white Lexus. But BK is from Texas, home of the boy Biggie. And I brought my boys with me, say what up to Tata. Still sipping my test, sitting courtside. Knicks and Nets give me high five. Made of, there's nothing you can't do. Okay, so we want to add from scripts, add clean analysis, and add feature engine. Catch me at the X with OG at a Yankee game. Shit, I made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee king. You should know I bleed blue, but I ain't a crypto. And I got a gang of homies walking with my click though. Africa Bombada shit. Home money, hip hop. Holla back for foreigners, it ain't fair. Hey, Overlord. Oh, someone else told me to try polars instead of pandas, but I don't know. I'm lazy. I wonder if I could use it in the same way. Long live the world trade. Long live the king, yo. Anyway, thanks for the tip. That's useful. And there are some things I'm doing in pandas, which is it's taking a long time. Like you saw the looking through the data set took a really long time. Catch me, it is blinding. Girls need blinders so they can step out of bounds quick. The guidelines is. Caught up in the in crowd, now you're in style, and in the winter gets cold, in vogue with your skin out. Mommy took a bus trip, now she got a bust out. Everybody ride her just like a bus route. Oh. To the high life, ball players, rap stars addicted to the limelight. New York. Oh, yep. Yeah, okay, well, I knew it was too good. Your target variable contains historical data that the model already knows. Oh, so it's shifting. It's looking back 5 days, but shifting one. So bum 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 bum. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Brand new, the lights will inspire you. Alright, so this is a little confusing. Now, is it possible using classes in my feature engine.py script to create a binary target which is 1 if the stock went up for the day and 0 if the stock went down? I don't know. I really want to train on the log return, right? Bottom 6 is a chains. But it's whatever if somebody gonna make it a thing. Lifelong dreams. Like Halloween decorations, I know. Never the Flodo. Input type log return. Sum. Oh. I need some music. Give me some music recommendations, please. Do 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 do. You can drive all night, looking for the answers in the pouring rain. All right. Daydream, you were only 17. Good. So now if I do shift to 0, it will say it's a target. Target, feature request, name, sum, over the last 1 days. Shift is 0. Input type log return. Alias. Okay. Now, before training the model, let's look at that. Transform is none. Do 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 do. You can drive all night for the answers in the pouring rain. Oh, did I change the... Yeah, the shift is now 0. Okay, so I want to look at model dot... What's it called? Data? You can find a reason to stay. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Clean scripts. It is in here. Clean analysis, that's right. Dot data. and key for key in model dot data dot keys, where key and t is in. The fuck is invalid about that? Key for key in model dot data dot keys. That must be the debugger. Let's just see, are there any T's in there? T. Yeah, only one. Okay, so now let's look at df. Oh, model dot data. Okay, so if we take the log of the closed divided by the open, we should get that. Is that double? So what if we do 84.93 divided by 84.53? So it's getting the log return wrong somehow. Tests. Sum over 1 day. Don't shift it. Hey FPGAs. Other people have said that, and I'm interested, but you have to pay, right? So I want to avoid paying for things. I don't know, but everyone keeps telling me to use it, so I might. Um, okay, so sum is a rolling stat. So when we're getting rolling stats, what is it again? Rolling. She drive me crazy. Jet plane. I'm gonna take her for a ride on my big jet plane. Shift is 0. I don't get. Yeah, so where's rolling calculated? I'm gonna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. I don't want any shifting to happen. In my big jet plane. Damn, my earphones died. Shit. Gonna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. Yeah. All right. So what's the issue here? Sum time period is 1. It might be over the previous day's close. So 84.93 divided by 82.85, 0.024. So now it's too high. Something weird is going on because the log return for the day is 0.008, so about half. The log return close divided by previous close. Yeah, so this is the close divided by the previous close. Well, maybe I'll just add that and say, oh no, but it has to be a feature. Shit. Maybe I could just add long return as an input. But if I sum one log return, what if I do time period is 0? What happens then? Because it might be getting 2 time periods. And summing, which would make sense. Actually, let's see, what was that? So 0.0805, 0.004, that's not going to be the sum of those. Wanna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. Yeah. Gonna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. Alright, so now let's, damn it, what was that command I used? Gonna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. Yeah, I wanna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. Gonna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. And what was that? Oh, this is if, okay, so the sum time period 0 gives us 0. The shift isn't right. Okay, so if we do model.data, we want to get the following columns. Open, close, log return, 0-day target. Oh. Maybe I won't have to put a screenshot in. We'll see. Wanna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. Wanna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. Yeah. Wanna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. What? Calculates the logarithm of dollar price change, which is mathematically incorrect. What? Oh. That's not, yeah. Alright, so shift, let's make it, oh no, shift should still be 0. Oh, time period's 1. Okay, good. Wanna take you for a ride on my big jet plane. So we could do 84.93 divided by 83.52. It should be 0.016, but it's not. Oh, it is. What? Alright, so what if we do 84.82, 84.93 divided by 83.52, then we could do 84.82 divided by 84.93. Hey, that's right. Okay. Okay, then I get an error. I'm gonna go make another decaf real quick. I'll be right back. Looking for the answers in the pouring rain. You could drive all night looking for the answers. Better not get too comfortable. Train model. Line 467. Too comfortable. Better not get too comfortable. Okay. Intune params. And I get an error in optimize. Think for the self, gotta think for your team. Swerving a bulletproof coupe. Yeah, gotta shoot out the roof. Yeah. What? 434. I'll put the fragrance on your poochie. Oh. Walk score. AUC score. Okay. So that's just for binary. So error in objective, return rock awk. Okay, so let's just make it binary. Oh, tests. Come on. T is in key dot split. Shift is 0. All right, 462. Oh, index is out of range. Okay. What was it again? 462. Okay, so let's try that. And then if we get an exception, print self.data.keys. And then raise exception. Target not found. Okay, so let's see, what do those keys look like? And I also need to put it here. Open up another issue. So why don't we go to the except loop? Tests. But I need because both my headphones stopped working. Unless I paused. Nope. Key error open. Okay, come on, damn it. T. So it's not appending a T. Oh man, why is there no T? So target. Shift is 0. But it's not even adding anything. Okay. Let me add to the GitHub that I made a new feature. Oops, I committed all 3. Whatever, it's fine. Bad practice though. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm still working on this initial model. Once I have this initial model going, I'm gonna explore through. I'm gonna try to do basically every model I can create, take notes on what what's performing well, what's performing poorly, and then seeing if I can tweak and tune them to get something that is 54% directionally accurate. And then I'm going to use that to feed into the portfolio strategy, and the goal with that is to beat the S&P significantly. That's it for tonight. I'm done now. My brain is cooked. It's midnight. So subscribe if you thought this was interesting. Join the Discord, and go to the GitHub. Check out the repository and leave a star if you find it useful. That really helps me. But thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow. Have a good night. It's midnight